Hi everyone, Pastor Joseph here for your daily spirit lift. I talked in a previous video, you may want to watch that before this one, about your efficient brain or your lazy brain and how you process information. I'm here at the supermarket because the example I want to use about processing information is imagine with me, you go into the supermarket behind me here and you go into the pasta aisle and you drop the spaghetti sauce, one of those glass jars, on the floor, and it shatters and goes every place. Now, immediately you will be flushed with a sense of emotions, a sense of how you feel about a particular thing. Your mind will go split second fast, and your brain will go to whatever has happened to you in the past. So you may think to yourself, you know what, I'm clumsy. I was never good with my hands. I've always been clumsy. Why am I such a klutz? Or you may go, oh man, now people are looking at me and I don't like being the center of attention and how embarrassing. Or you may say, I feel really bad about the person who's going to have to come and clean this up. All sorts of negative things will start to happen based on your self-talk, based on how your brain has dealt with situations like this in the past. However, what I am suggesting is that you can take a moment and to catch yourself and say, okay, that's why this is called an accident. This is not something I did on purpose. This is not something that I did to make people pay attention or to make someone do extra work. This is just something that happens. This is a thing that happens in life. And I don't have to beat up on myself and remember how klutzy I was in gym class or how bad I was at throwing a ball when I was a little kid and my dad made fun of me. You don't have to do any of that stuff. That's not what you need to do. You can take a moment and just catch yourself in that moment, noticing what's going on inside you. And sometimes it will be negative. Sometimes it might be positive, but just noticing it and not making a particular judgment about your worthiness, your morality, anything like that. Now, this is kind of difficult, and that's why I use such a simple example of dropping the pasta sauce, because you need to do this in conversations as well, in situations where you are out and about in public. And it's very hard to do this. That's why you have to practice it. If you're doing this during a conversation and somebody says something that really bothers you, but it's not what they said, it's what it reminds you of or how they've said it and how somebody else said it to you in the past, so on and so forth. You can do this and notice what is going on inside yourself. And it does take practice. That's why I recommend, the first few times you try this, noticing what's going on inside you. You do it when you're alone, because then you don't have to worry about a conversation. You do it when you're driving in the car. You do it when you are sitting and thinking about your day. If you have some prayer time, a prayer sit, that might be a good time to do it. If you keep a journal, that's a good time to do it. It's more difficult and much more complex. I wouldn't recommend anybody try it the first staff meeting you go to or something like that. That would be rather complex and difficult. But it does happen. It can happen. And I want to talk more about that in a future talk. So I hope this helps you see how you filter things in life. The dropping of the sauce is just an event. It doesn't necessarily have to have a negative connotation or a positive connotation. It's just something that happened. It's how we respond to it that we need to take note of and take attention to. And this gets very clear if you're a worrier, somebody who ruminates on things. Why will I never be able to balance my checkbook? Why will I never get ahead economically? Why am I always so awkward when I talk to my mother on the phone? Why do I always end up being pushed around by my family? All those sorts of things is negative self-talk. And if you can take notice of what happens there, you gain some control back, you gain some power back, and you gain your brain making better connections than the constant negativity. And as I say, I want to talk about this in some future talks as well. But I hope this one helps you today. Please interact with it. I've seen several people interacted with this, and I hope that they're helpful for you. Please continue to interact. If you have a topic you'd like to hear me talk about, if it's something I'm aware of and can deal with, I'll give it a shot. All right. Bless you all. We love you all and miss you all. Talk to you soon. Bye.